you doing?
Hi, nice
How
to
are
be
you?
here.
Nice to see the great Judd Trump back in action, of course. Global snooker icon. Take on Dhruvalkumar Patel. What are we expecting, boys?
I'm not too sure. I've not really seen much of his opponent. I know who he is, but I never really seen him play. And with that first shot,
Well, you're about to, Jason.
we're about to see how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, he got a good chance here now to prove maybe everyone wrong. I think he's quite nervous at this point, so got to get a feel for the table, and yeah, let's see.
Well, he would have liked to have been a little bit closer to that 2-ball.
Yeah, definitely.
He's feeling it. You can tell the way he was walking out. He's a little bit edgy, but maybe he'll settle down. You can try and nick a quick game. But this is a tough shot to start.
Yeah, played a good shot there, but I think he's out of position. I'm not sure if he can play a 3-ball here.
He's eyeing it like he might
it's a-
have
oh,
just
yeah,
enough.
I think he has a shot. Again, a little bit too short. Like 1 or 2 foot more.
I might see him bank this ball here in the left corner.
Yeah, hit it way too thick there. Left a tough shot there for Judd.
Yeah, you don't. This is not a good shot to come to the table to. He doesn't have any angle to get to the 5, so he's got to try and just make this ball and take what he's left with.
Good try there. And a 2-way shot with a nice little, like a safety. Because it's funny, because those shots I think he wouldn't play on a snooker shot. Like to try to bank it.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, they wouldn't play that shot. He'd probably just push that ball to the side cushion. But I think that was a nice shot from Judd. A lot of players maybe would have had a go at that ball, tried to bank it.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that one was. I think he put a quick stroke on that ball, and
Yeah, I think he's quite nervous and shaky, and also probably playing with the shot clock for the first time.
And as we were told before the match started, Patel is a big snooker fan. Went to
Yeah.
university, I think, in the UK. Must be pretty intense out there with Judd Trump on the TV table in front of the world. So
I think when he started pool, he never thought he would play Judd Trump in the pool tournament.
right, in the U.S. Open 9-ball in Atlantic City, but here we are.
I don't think he's in a bad spot here. You know, if I was him, I wouldn't try and hit this too hard. Yeah, that's.
Oh wow, that's the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, he's supposed to just roll up and try and lay on top of that ball, and
If
you
he
know,
doesn't hit it, nothing happened.
yeah. At least that way, he's still in the rack now. It's looking like Judd's gonna mop these up and get his first rack on the board.
Oh, is that a little strong?
That was
He's
way too
okay.
far.
Have you guys watched much of Judd, his first match in 9-ball, or just in pool in general?
Just a little bit, actually. I saw some clips, and he played some brilliant shot. Oh, I think he miscued there.
That he did.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't seen much of him. I think when he first played his first match, there was a lot of players here, but we couldn't really, see a lot of what he's all about or what he can really do. We seen him kick a few balls in, and we know he's going to make a lot of balls too. He's not going to miss long balls.
I would love to see him jump, because I think he got the jump cue with him, and he had quite an easy jump, I think, in the first match, and he kicked it in. So it will be nice to see him jumping. what Carl learned him in 2 days.
Yeah, I actually met him on the way back to the room, and I said to him, Judd, I seen you had a couple of jump shots. I thought you were going to play one. We all wanted to see you jump. He says, no. He said it has to be at least full length of the table, so I have distance to get the ball up in the air.
Right.
So a bit of a strange rack to start off this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said. But a rack that's going Judd Trump's way. 1-0 lead for the snooker superstar. Little table 2 action. Eklund Catchy, fresh off of that 10-ball win, taking on Summers. Great young player here. I'm sure you guys have tussled with him many times.
Yeah, played Mosconi Cup together and had some fun times together. Great player, incredible shooter, and yeah, just recently won the World 10 ball. I think in the previous years he was always like semi-final, quarterfinal, and never managed to win a very big tournament. So that's great for him.
Came up maybe a little bit high here. Do you like rail first for the combo and
I
drift
think
down?
he maybe tries to make both balls.
Okay.
Close one.
Yeah, I think he got a little lucky there, you know that? I liked your shot, Alvin. Just pinch it and hold the cue ball and make both of them. If you don't make the 2, you're still on it. That way, if you make the 2 there, you don't have a shot at all.
Interesting. Have a look at Trump's break. It's actually taken quite well to the 9-ball break. I know, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So we call that a great break with a bad roll at the end.
Yeah.
I think he might still be able to chop this ball in.
Yeah. Maybe go rail first.
Yeah, I think.
Just having a look at it.
Is he eyeing the kick, boys?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad option. It's pretty close to the hole. If he has to swerve around the 4 ball with a little spin, then it becomes a little more trickier. But yeah, I think he can cut it in and come across the table twice.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
Ball in.
Yep. That was crazy.
Start the
Oh,
clock,
lovely
please.
opportunity for Patel to potentially tie it up here. Ball in hand on the 4-5-9. I think we're all rooting for him here.
I was surprised Judd hit that so hard. I thought he would have just tried to thin it in with a little top right, come away from the 2 ball. But very unfortunate there. It was a great shot. He's missed it.
Yeah,
It's got to hurt. And as both of you know, I mean, 2-time world champion here, winner of tons of international titles. You're both unequivocally among the best 9-ball players in the world. When amateur players play you guys, sometimes I'm sure you see some collapses, right? The nerves are real when you go up against the big dogs. And
I mean, it also happened to us, you know. Also in my first match here, I was shaking. I was very nervous in the beginning. Missed an easy 9-ball. But yeah, sometimes it happens, you know. Like also at the Mosconi Cup, which is a very special event, you really feel it, you know, when you go out there with 2,500 people screaming at you. So that's a very special moment, and of course they feel it here.
he puts it down 1-1. Must feel great to get on the board.
I'm kind of happy he got that game there after missing that ball, ball in hand.
I mean, he's playing in the TV arena with spectators. He's probably playing his idol in snooker at the US Open. That's quite a lot to take, you know.
Absolutely. We see the format here for this year's US Open. 256 players, winner breaks. 1 ball hand racked on the spot. Must use a forceful break. You can't just tap them. You boys know all about the ins and outs of the break. 30-second shot clock. Each player will have 1 30-second extension per rack. Matches on the 13th and 14th of September are raced to 9. All other matches raced to 11, except the final, which is a race to 13. And these pockets, guys, they're pretty tight. 4 1/4. Legitimate equipment here.
Yeah, tighter than usual. I think we played on 4-inch or even less at the Whirlpool Masters. That was shocking when you came down to the table the first time.
You look down the line with the one ball sitting on the side rail, and you look down and you're like, I can't pot that.
Yeah, well, where's the pocket?
So now this is the first break I've seen anyone do from close to the middle of the table.
Sure, he's trying to cut break. Okay.
Maybe we're onto something.
Right.
Another great layout here for Patel.
What's your guys' initial impression on the 2 to the 3 to the 4?
Well, I think here it's not too much it has to do with the cue ball. I think the 2 and the 3 after the 1's pretty easy. I think just getting to the 4 ball really is the shot.
Yeah, depends on the angle. You can play the 4 into the side or to the corner, whatever you prefer. I think he made it again a little bit tougher for him now with the long 2 ball. We just saw him missing the 5 in the previous rack. Yeah, and he was standing up on the shot a lot, so yeah.
So that's 2 balls he's missed into this pocket in the last couple of racks, and it doesn't really look like he's settled at all. He's kind of talking to himself, giving himself all the bad vibes, really.
Still shot there from Trump.
I think he's a little straight on this. You might see him just roll this ball in and go forward and just leave a long shot on the 4.
Yeah, I've noticed he's very content to take much longer shots than typical pool players are kind of happy with.
It's actually funny because when we first started playing this game, you know, like myself and Darren and Carl, we were all very similar. We didn't understand the game, so we just thought we'd leave ourselves longer all the time, but you can't keep knocking those balls in on a you can, but you're going to miss some at some point. And I think that's his attitude. If he can't really get good position or spin the cue ball, he'll leave himself a longer, tough shot.
Yeah, again, wrong position there. Had a lot of spin on the cue ball. Yeah, good shot there.
Would you like kicking this ball from the side rail or trying to go 2 rails and try and make it in the bottom left and split the cue ball over by the 9?
Yeah, maybe 2 rails. Get better options to leave maybe a safety or something.
There's a chance of scratching in the corner here. Didn't hit it hard enough, and is he going to get lucky?
Might have drifted just enough to present some awkwardness for Trump. Let's see.
Yeah, I like shooting this in the corner and just floating the cue ball past the side. Yeah, just like that. Very well struck.
Well, as you said before, Jason, a bit of an odd start to this one.
Yeah, it's been.
Trump will slide into the lead.
They've had some chances each, and they've not made the most of them.
Indeed, but here we are. Stick with us. Be back shortly. Welcome back. We're here at the U.S. Open. We're here on the boardwalk watching Judd Trump, snooker star, internationally renowned cue artist, take on Dhruvalkumar Patel, joined by Albin Ocean and Jason Shaw. A little bit of a sloppy start, boys, but here we are, 2-1 for Mr. Trump, set to break.
Leading 2 racks to 1.
His last break was fairly glorious, 4 down. Let's see, I mean, he really seems to have found something here.
He's going to have a nice shot if the 8-ball doesn't. Yeah, the 8-ball's going to dress up nice, and he'll be happy with this. I think the 3-ball goes in the side, so just make the combo, play the 1, and get down to the middle of the table.
Yeah, and then 2 rails probably to go to the 4.
Yeah, get round behind the 9-ball and shoot the 4 where the 1-ball is now in this pocket.
Yeah, I think it's all about the position to the 4 to get a nice angle to get to the 5. You don't want to end up being straight on the 4.
Yeah, just pop this ball, come past the 7, 2 rails for the 4-ball in the top left pocket. Like you said, don't want to be straight, and he's definitely got enough angle to get across for the 5 now.
Yeah, good run out there.
Yeah, watching this as, you know, when you see the opponent playing Judd and he's struggling a little bit and feeling nervous, now I know how they feel when they're playing us guys and the top players too.
Judd Trump wins the rack.
Yeah, indeed. Nicely managed there from Trump, as you said, Albin. Extend his lead to 3-1. Cut back out to table 2. Sikachi is hooked here. Initial impressions of this position, Albin?
I think it looks like maybe sees the edge of the ball. I'm not sure about that, but I think it would be an easy jump shot.
Yeah, also I don't mind kicking this ball from the top rail past the 8, trying to catch it half ball and split it.
Well, I think if you jump it, you could also go for... Oh, that's after the break. Okay.
Well, pardon us. Clearly he's pushing out and leaving a sort of tester where he's kind of forcing them to accept, because he certainly can't give this one back to Eklund, I would imagine. Kind of an odd push out, right, guys?
Yeah, I think Kachi's begging for him to give it back. You know, Kachi's thinking I'll knock anything in at the moment after.
I'm world 10-ball champion.
Yeah.
Another look at Judd's break. It's been going very well for him so far. Corner ball goes in. Lost the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, the 3rd time in a row. Hit it a little bit too far on the right.
What I do like about him is that when he's not been playing, he's been kind of watching the matches of the bigger players on the TV, sitting around, kind of trying to learn how to break, what side's the best to break from, what spin to hit it with, and that there is like just shows you that he's willing to, you know, sit there and put a few hours in to learn and see how far he can really go.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. He was watching Dennis a little bit, and of course it's nice. He really wants to go deep in this tournament, learn from the best players, how they do the tactical part of the game. So I think because that's something he's missing probably. But here he played a good safety.
I think you're going to see him kick this ball and he's going to leave it over the corner, and Judd's going to have an easy starter here.
Starter with maybe an awkward position. Got to try to hit the 4-ball here with the cue ball. Oh, he's going that. Good position.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 2 goes past the 4. You might see him play safe here. Well, knowing
Close
Judd,
one.
he's probably going to smash it in.
Tried to just cheat the pocket a hair, perhaps. Or maybe, as you were saying, it didn't quite go.
Yeah, but he actually hit it into the rail. So maybe it did, but it was pretty close considering he didn't hit it where he wanted to. And he's left it a little tricky here.
Yeah, you don't really want to play the slow shot here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be happy with this. And yeah, it was actually easier than it looked, Alvin. It looked like it was sitting on the top rail where he couldn't really do much.
So a little tester here. And
Managed
finally,
nicely.
4th try, he made it.
Yeah, I was thinking there,
Yeah.
is he going to put another one into that corner, or is he going to miss it by quite a bit? But yeah, he'll be happy that he can just pot a few balls, maybe try and nick another game, and maybe he'll settle him down a little bit. I'm not too sure though.
Naturally, that was not ideal.
I'm not sure if he wanted to go back to the side or leave the cue ball there.
Perhaps he also wasn't sure.
Look at this shot.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice bank there. He's going to have a go at the cut here, his favourite pocket. I'm gonna say he gets it. I'm gonna say he chops it in.
Extension, please.
Right you are, Jason.
Good shot there.
Nice shot.
Chopped it in, he does. What a great feeling that must be for Patel to cut the lead to 3-2.
Very nice shot there. He'll be really delighted with himself after pulling the...
Definitely.
This will be something he'll be looking back at.
Yeah.
Bank shot and a cut shot on the 9. He'll be like, look at this one now, run this up. Fair play to him.
Savvy extension used too, to not have the beep come in right as he's...
Yeah. Nice 2 shots there from Patel, and like I said, he'll be happy with that.
Sure, Trump is playing a few of the positions back in his mind, asking himself what he could have done a little different, could have done a little better. End of the day, he's still very raw and new to pool. It is a different game after all. So adept with a cue in his hands.
Right 6.
So I wonder if he's going to stay in the middle of the table,
Trailing by 3 racks to 2.
and he is, which I don't like.
And why is that, Jason?
I'm not too sure. Maybe he's been practicing like this.
I meant, why don't you like it?
Just because the wing ball was very it's like wired in the corner if you break from the side rail or you break a little bit off the rail. But when you break from the middle, the one ball will hit high on the side rail.
There you go.
If it's rack good and you break from the side, it's like 99% that you make the wing ball. So of course you want to try to go for it, because the spot where he's breaking from, it's like you have no clue which ball you can make.
Yeah, and also that's where you kind of break like 10 ball from the kind of spot he was at there. You gonna get lucky?
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think he's breaking. He needs to try and do what Judd's doing. Like trying to kick this ball. He might make it in the side off the two. Ooh. Very close.
What's he gonna do here? Bank it to the side.
I don't really see many options here, Albin. I think the bank shot might be the only shot he's got.
Oh, how about cross corner, gentlemen?
Well,
Yeah,
like
bank
Alvin
pool player.
said earlier, that was different. Yeah, I didn't see that one cross corner. I was thinking cross
No.
side for sure.
Oh, that's his favorite corner now.
Yeah, he's smashing them in there now.
A little
think-
bit out of position there.
I think before in the first couple of racks he wasn't really cueing the ball. He was kind of like snatching a couple of times, and I think now he's won a few games. He's not totally settled, but he feels a little bit better in himself.
What happens here right now?
I think he can see the four ball enough to make it.
And make it he does.
Got
Look at
Joshua
this,
Filler here.
boys. Right.
Wow.
Patel really settling in. A little bit of a tester here into this pretty tight side pocket.
I think you might see him bank the 6 into the 9.
Might be dead off
Cross
the 8.
bank here
Yeah.
again.
Oh, he went downtown.
Is he gonna get lucky again?
No. Oh,
Yes, he
wow.
is.
Yes, he is.
I
And
thought it was
gentlemen,
gonna
what do we like here? Alvin, I'll start with you.
I'm glad you didn't start with me.
I think maybe 6 ball, 2 rails to the short rail, and cue ball to the other short rail. So
I'm not too sure about that. I think because if you leave the 6 up close
it's
there,
also
the guy's
frozen.
he's gonna have a go at the 9
Yeah.
ball. I think he might have a chance of taking a swing at this.
free swing.
Yeah. You played your shot. Are you going to see an attempt at the 9 ball here?
Is the 9 just
Yeah.
dead if we draw into it
Yeah,
off the 8?
I
Or?
think he only has to hit the 9.
So you're going to try and see him bank the 6 ball in the bottom left corner and draw the cue ball into the 9.
He's playing high. He played a high cue ball. I don't know why. Yeah, that was.
Nicely navigated here from Trump. Take a 4-2 lead. And a warm welcome to our viewers from Sky Sports Arena. We're here at the U.S. Open presented by Matchroom Pool. We're in Atlantic City, gentlemen. Have you guys been to Atlantic City before?
Yes, the last time I was here, I won the Challenger Champions.
There you go. Albin?
No, haven't been here yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great tournament, that was, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I played in the last one. I don't even remember where it was. Somewhere in Florida, I think. And I lost to Shane in the final. In the... Was it a sudden death? No, what was it called? The last rack?
Yeah, sudden death.
Sudden
That
death,
happened
yeah.
to me and him. I broke and run the last game. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, that event. It was 4 players who had the best record kind of all year who won big events, and then you would get invited and there was 4 players and the winner would take everything and the other 3 guys would just kind of walk home.
Right 7. Judd from to break. Leading 4 racks to 2.
Hit it much better. A little unlucky with the cue ball there. I think, not sure if he's gonna go offensive with a bank shot.
I think you might see him try and bank the one across behind the 6 and get the cue ball down behind the 9 ball. I like that shot. He got like 3 blockers.
Yeah.
He seems to be looking at it right now. Shot Jason was just alluding to.
Two-way shot there.
Yeah, I like that. It was a nice outcome. What do we say here? Try and kick it between the 8 and the 2.
Yeah.
Half stroke. Ball in hand.
That's the worst thing. He left the 3 ball closer to the 4 now, so it makes,
Start the clock, please.
which is easier now to get 3 to the 4 position.
I'm surprised Drew didn't use his extension there. And that is not a good shot by... I think he's okay. I think he can just draw back a little bit. And does a 4 ball go past the 9?
Yeah, I think so. I think even a stop shot is fine on the 2 ball.
Not sure if he's going to break these open. I think just come down in between the first 2 diamonds.
Okay. Oh. A little bit too much English there.
Is he too steep to slice it in the side? And is the combo possibly an
Yeah,
option?
I think he can roll it in. I don't think the combo is available.
I think if he shoots the combo, the 4 ball will automatically drift across off the rail and land right in front of the side pocket. Or he might be able to control the 4 without getting all the way over there. Just like that.
Oh, nice call, Jason. Just as you said, 4 does drift over towards that side.
Yeah, so here you might see him just go run into the 9 and take a longer shot on the 6. I think that's the right shot for him. Wants that to bounce.
May have not quite come out enough. It's hard to tell from our vantage point. He's looking at it now to see if the 8 slides past the 9 down into that bottom corner, or if he'll have to come around.
Also needs a big stroke here to get back in position for the 8.
And he's scratched in the side too.
No.
Like you said there, Alvin, he had to put a big stroke on that ball, and maybe he's just not confident or knowing how much spin's going to deflect.
Yeah.
What's your guys' opinion on cue choice for Judd? I know he's going with a pool cue now, but perhaps stick with the snooker cue might be an option. Or do you
We
think
talked
not?
about it at was it the Q&A, and actually we were surprised that he didn't choose to play with a snooker cue like Mark Ray does, because he said that when he came to pool he tried to play with a pool cue and he said there's no chance. I think it's also the deflection and everything. And if he takes a pool cue, I think he should take the 11.8 Predator shaft, which is a lot thinner. And oh, good,
Nicely done.
great outcome there. So yeah, I don't really. We actually told him, and he has his snooker cue with him. So must be.
He's missed it. Oh,
Must be a strange feeling at some balls, I think, especially playing with much more English than he's used to.
well, I thought he'd missed the 8-ball there. He hit it wide.
Because they barely play with English in snooker.
With that 9-ball, 5-2 for Mr. Trump. We'll be back momentarily for continued coverage of the U.S. Open. Welcome back. It's been a bit of a slow start for both men, perhaps, but as the dust settles, Judd Trump leads 5-2. Set to break here. In goes the 7.
He's going to have a clear shot on the 1.
Tricky situation here. I mean, I think he can stop the cue ball maybe on the 3 ball. But the 2 ball is only available to the corner pocket.
Yeah, try and just roll it in and bump off the rail. Leave yourself a long 2 in the corner. Or can he get round past the 3? Yeah, very nice.
Good shot there.
Yeah, nicely done.
Don't think he has a full pocket here. He's got to be careful with this one. Nicely struck again.
the angle he wanted. Probably has to go again like 2-rail draw.
Yeah, you're going to see him put a big stroke on this ball and try and come round the back of the 6. And very nicely done, yeah.
Beauty there. Crowd lets him hear it.
That cue he looks very familiar that he's using. I'm sure I've seen that being used before.
I believe that cue might belong to Carl Boyes. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, that cue's won a lot of big tournaments.
There you go. And we're going to hear from Carl Boyes momentarily. Stand by.
One, two. Yeah, we're over on the side tables here where 2 European pool legends. Niels Fine is in a tight battle with Kenshiro Sakai from Japan. The recently crowned World 10-ball champion, a Clank catcher, well, he's leading 7-2. It's all going on. There's superstars all over the arena. USA Skylar Woodward, well, he's romping. It's 6-1. This is all going off on the side tables. And Darren Appleton, 2-time US Open champion, won his 2nd world title 10 years ago. He's leading 6-1. There's just action-packed matches all over. Back over to the guys in front.
A lot of great players interspersed throughout the room. Truly is a who's who, forgive the cliche. And Trump once again makes the wing ball. I believe he has a nice look at the 1 here, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, got a good angle here. Maybe a little bit too much. I don't know if he has to go 3 rails with the cue ball to get between the 3 and the 5, or he can just play 1 rail and get with the cue ball back table. Hard to say from this position here. And again, a shot with a lot of English he missed.
Perhaps a little too much English, Albin?
Yeah,
or?
definitely. Way too much.
I liked the shot that you said first. I liked following that ball and going 3 rails and coming in
inside
between.
English, yeah.
Yeah, and that way, he seems like when he plays that shot, he's pocketing the ball. It seems like when he's trying to spin the ball and do something, he seems to overspin.
You can just see that he's not really used to play with that much of English because they, I mean, like the shot he played, they probably never do in snooker. And then he has to play that shot with the pull cue.
I might see him just stop this ball around where it is and try and shoot the 3 in the corner. It's enough to pinch it back. So Drew's had some chances in the last few racks, but he kind of looked like he slowed down a little bit. And
yeah, I think he's trying his best. He's really enjoying the moment, I think, and that's what's all about for him. And he played one of the legends probably of his career, you know, of his, well, he's a big idol, he said, for him. So I think he's, like I said, just enjoying the moment, having a good time here, enjoying the crowd, and try his best.
yeah, it's nice to mix it with the big boys. And, you know, there's a lot of players in here who are very excited just to see and be in the same room as a lot of players. Yeah. And like you said, he's just enjoying it.
Perhaps a touch awkward here.
Yeah, maybe again. Draw shot, 2 or 3 rails. Okay. Good shot there.
He looked like he played that with a little right English to kill it off the side cushion.
This 9-ball. Trump will extend his lead to 7-2. Race to 9.
So Nick, I've got a question for you. So when you're watching all these guys and talking to all the champions and stuff like that, how does it feel to have like a few World Series bracelets?
Well, it feels good, Jason. I mean, we see Summers miss there down 8-2. It's great to be here. You know, I played pool somewhat professionally when I was a teenager. Never made it to the likes of you gentlemen, but I love pool, and yeah, I mean, I'm delighted to be here, brother. Really.
Yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to have you back around. It's been a couple of years since I last seen you, and you always make it nice when you're around. You're nice to talk to.
It's great to see you guys. I appreciate that. Likewise.
Yeah, there's a lot of great matches going on around here too. There's a lot of close ones going on, and I think Judd in this match has got a little bit better towards the end. Seems to be breaking a little bit better than what I seen yesterday. It's not consistent, but it's working.
Yeah, and definitely.
With you guys playing at the most elite levels of 9-ball, you're very cognizant of playing position on the 1, right?
You mean on the break?
On the break.
On the break, yeah, of course. You want to try to control the 1 ball as good as you can. Sometimes the cue ball gets kicked, and you got to hope for the best. But yeah, definitely we're going to try it.
Will you adjust mid-match when you're out there sometimes, or do you pretty much stick to one spot?
Just depends though. If you break 1 or 2 times and the wing ball doesn't go in, or you hit one side, you know, or you might see someone breaking from one side and they're making more balls. So it's all about adjusting at the right time and knowing when to do it.
See an uncharacteristic scratch there from Kachi. So Summers with a shred of life, ball in hand on the 8, and it looks like a rollout from Trump here on table 1.
I think you're going to see Patel bank the 1 ball down the table and try and lock this cue ball up behind the 8, but it's got to be a real nice touch on this, and being so much down in the game, I'm not sure if he's going to come with it. And he's banked it in the corner.
But it was a double kick on the cue ball. Did you see it?
Yeah, he double hit. Yeah, he did. I seen that.
We create our own luck out here, gentlemen. So off we go. See if he can get
Welcome
something going
to 9
here.
ball.
Is he going to go cross corner with this one? He'll be happy with that. He's not really left Judd a clear shot, so Judd's going to have to try and give it a little bit of a hit and hope.
And I think it's available. Got to cheat the pocket a little bit. I would like to ask Judd if he prefers playing polo shirt or with the long sleeve and vest.
Well, I said this will be when I seen him go in the arena yesterday. I said this will be the first time I seen him with a pair of Nikes on playing in the arena. And Carl said to me he actually doesn't enjoy playing when he's all dressed up, long sleeve shirt, and I think this is more comfortable for him.
Nicely handled there.
Yeah, that was a real nice shot there from Judd. Good speed, nice touch.
Yeah, I actually hate to play with the long sleeve shirt and vest and tie and everything, because especially on jump shots and everything, it's so uncomfortable. And
it's a foul on all balls, or no?
Yeah.
So also that with just, I mean, you got the tie floating around.
Yeah.
It's got to be a bit daunting.
The worst one is when you're in China and it's so hot and you have to wear it, and there's no AC in the place, and it's that's the worst place to be dressed up to play.
And wear 10 sponsor logos.
Yeah. So Judd's got ball in hand, and I don't see many.
Yeah, it could have been the last shot for Patel here.
Yeah, there's no big question marks on this racket. It's all pretty simple. Would have liked to have been a little bit more out there.
Yeah, maybe he's nervous now. Feels it.
Yeah, he just draw this back a few inches.
Yeah, again, a little bit too short there.
Okay.
Yeah, nice recovery shot.
Yeah, so it looks like he's just going to roll this in, take a longer shot on the 8, and I think this match is pretty much over. He's been breaking good, and yeah, I think overall he'll be happy with his performance.
Yeah, I think only first 2 or 3 racks were a little bit shaky and everything, many chances missed, so but from then on I would say he played a very good shot. Oh, very good match, but again, a little bit too short here.
Yeah, I'd fancy him to get this 10 out of 10.
Even on snooker table, probably.
Yeah. Nice shot there from Judd.
Trump wins the rack.
Nicely.
So, Judd's one closer to getting through to the next round, and if he can manage to get through his next round after that, he plays me.
Well, I'm sure that one will be on the same table, Jason.
Yeah, and I'm actually excited because I want to play him just to see. He wants to play a big player, and I want to see how it goes.
Indeed, sir. We'll be right back. Continued coverage. Stay with us. Welcome back. Judd Trump finds himself on the hill, up 8-2.
Rack 11. Judd Trump to break, leading 8 racks to 2.
Against Dhruvalkumar Patel. And listen, a lot for Trump to take away from this match. He's gaining experience. He's gaining a feel for the table, for the break, so on.
And that's exactly the break we want to do, you know, to control the 1 ball, 3 rails, leave the cue ball on the left side, and have a nice opening shot there.
Ooh. A little bit of life for Patel against the dying light. Let's see.
It's funny though, because the last couple of shots he had into that pocket, he overspin the cue ball there, he didn't, and he missed it. So
hit it too fat, yeah. The previous 2 he hit a little bit too thin. Yeah, he maybe took a little bit of English out. So probably last chance for Patel here.
It must be interesting for snooker fans to watch Judd miss a shot like that and think, well, I know that shot in snooker when you have to cut it down is difficult, but pool is different. The spin, the subtleties, shots are missable, guys.
Yeah, like we just saw.
Yeah, and it looks easy on the eye, right? Pockets look bigger, you know, everything looks like you can hit a little bit on the side cushion and it'll still go in, but it's not at all easy, and people really think it is. And there's so much to this game, and like he was saying there, Judd's missed a couple and people were thinking, well, how's he missed that? It's just the way the game is.
Right-handed.
He's good with his right hand. Yeah, spin on the ball, cue, deflection, a lot of different things come into play. Should be okay here. You can draw out or just float across and shoot the 7 in the same.
Nicely touched there, but came straight. So another big shot here. Big stroke. Oh, okay. Cheated the pocket. He can try that in snooker. Cheat the pocket. Because I think when they come back home, they have the Scottish Open or something.
I wonder how his snooker form will be post all these pool tables. I'm sure he'll hit some balls, though. And with this 9 ball, it looks like Trump is about to close out Patel. Second match in the books.
Judd Trump wins the rack and match.
Well, it was nice watching him play, Alvin. What'd you think?
Yeah, like I said, the first 2 or 3 racks were a little bit edgy, I would say. Made a couple of errors, but since that, he only made the errors with when he had to play with a lot of English. So I think if he puts a couple of hours into that, he's going to be fine for next matches.
Jason?
Yeah, I think the same thing as